So after WrestleMania 41, I'm willing to bet that a lot of us would love to tell The Rock what Cody Rhodes said to him at Elimination Chamber. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. And right now we are 1 week past WrestleMania 41, and I hope you enjoyed it, or at least tried to. I'll be honest, it wasn't a bad show. Like, it wasn't a bad card. I just think the Night 2 main event kind of left everyone with a sour taste in their mouth. Now, I'm going to be honest, I didn't get to watch WrestleMania live as it happened. I watched Night 1 WrestleMania, watched like the first 2 hours, and then I watched the remaining the next day in the morning. And then I watched Night 2 WrestleMania. I think I finished watching it on Tuesday, and then I watched Raw after Mania on Wednesday. I couldn't watch it because of the Easter weekend as it happened like I always do, and then I couldn't watch it for a while and because of I was away for work. So here we are. I wanted to do a video on The Rock on the Pat McAfee show. After watching it, I was pretty much angry at The Rock, and I was about to film some content about it, but I didn't want to be too negative. And at the same time, I started watching other videos discussing what The Rock said on the Pat McAfee show, that I decided I'm going to just wait a bit and see if my opinions have changed. And to a small extent, it has. I kind of like softened up a little bit. The Rock is still guilty, but he can't take all the blame. I did, however, do a short on Friday contradicting The Rock, because The Rock said something on the press conference at Elimination Chamber, and then what he said on the Pat McAfee show pretty much contradicted himself. It made him look like a liar. He's lying at the press conference unless everything's a work. So I can't really believe 100% what The Rock says. So even whatever he said on the Pat McAfee show, I'm trying to take his word for it, but at the same time, there might be a little bit of salt in there, because I don't know what he's saying that's 100% accurate. I'm not there, so I can't tell. But he mentioned at the press conference that since January 6th, this was all leading up to that night. And then on the Pat McAfee show, he said that a month earlier, so I'm going to say about February, is when Ari Emanuel told him that tickets are slow for Elimination Chamber, and that's why he came in, and then he pitched the whole soul talk. So technically he's throwing Ari Emanuel under the bus here, because Ari Emanuel maybe is looking at the numbers, but is he really looking at the storyline? He has nothing really to do with the storylines. That's all on Triple H. But then The Rock comes in and he pitches the idea based on what he said on the Pat McAfee show, that he pitched the whole soul talk, that taking Cody's soul, all that crap. And while I was okay with it, I thought it was fun. I thought it would be interesting. He can be like the next Vince McMahon, or Mr. McMahon, sorry. How he wanted Stone Cold, but Stone Cold rebelled. It would have been more interesting that way, I think. But the fact that he pitched it and they went along with it, then he said, okay, that's it. After Elimination Chamber, he said, that's it. The final boss his role is done here, and now he has nothing to do with it. One, that falls on Triple H and his team, because if someone's going to pitch a storyline at the pay-per-view, at the PLE, at Elimination Chamber, saying that he's going to want soul, and then they are the ones that decided. Triple H is the one that decided that John Cena will turn heel, from what they're saying. Would you not have locked in the dates of The Rock, of his appearances leading up to WrestleMania 41? How is it possible that they already had all that stuff mapped out? They should have had it all mapped out, and then suddenly after Elimination Chamber, he says, okay, that's it, I'm done. That does not make any sense. And obviously, The Rock really doesn't have anything to do with the storylines of the rest of WrestleMania. I mean, the rest of WrestleMania, the whole WrestleMania card itself, other than the triple threat match, I did not like any of the build on that. And that's all on Triple H. I wouldn't say The Rock has anything to do with that. Basically, that's what I got from it. It's like all parties are kind of guilty, minus the wrestlers. I mean, I don't know, John Cena, what did he have to say about that? What did he think about this? I personally just did not enjoy John Cena's heel turn. I enjoyed the heel turn itself at Elimination Chamber. That was amazing. I got pumped up for that. In fact, this is what actually motivated me to start a channel here. I was doing it on my other channel, talking about it, and I decided, you know what? I want to make a whole channel on wrestling itself because of Elimination Chamber. I was so pumped for it, and then that horrible storyline build and the rest of WrestleMania 41 altogether kind of just went downhill. And I'm hoping things can change again. I'm hoping things get better. But yeah, basically, The Rock threw Ari Emanuel under the bus by saying he's the one that told him to come because he wanted to sell more tickets at Elimination Chamber, and it sounded like what they were only selling 27,000. Well, it's a 60,000 seating as far as I recall, and they only ended up selling 38. So all that for just over like what 11,000 tickets, 11,000 tickets extra. That's all that really matters. And you couldn't even bring him in for 20 seconds for WrestleMania 41. He had to do a 40-minute interview on the Pat McAfee show. Triple H should have done something. They had 6 weeks. If you already knew that The Rock was not coming, Triple H should have done something. Should have done an just throw in something. They could have easily just said that John Cena could have just said, "Hey, I did not sell my soul to The Rock. Heck, fuck The Rock. I did it for myself. I saw an opportunity to get in there, and that's why he attacked Cody Rhodes." That could have been something there. But no, they already knew that John Cena was not going to be there for the first 2 weeks after Elimination Chamber. They could have done some backstage promo, like taped it earlier and then aired it the following Raw, something before Cena was going to show up in between movies. They could have done that. That's not The Rock's fault. It is Triple H's fault, unfortunately, because he is the captain of the ship when it comes to storylines. He could have done something unless there is more to the story that we don't know about. So this is just my 2 cents on this topic. I'm filming this before Raw, the week after WrestleMania, and I'm hoping to get this out soon. But let me know in the comments, what do you think? Who is in the wrong here? Is it The Rock? Is it Ari Emanuel? Is it Triple H? Should Cody Rhodes have been the one that turned heel based on what they're saying, not John Cena? Should John Cena have turned heel at WrestleMania? Personally, I think that would have been better if Cena's schedule is a lot better post-WrestleMania. Cena's schedule was horrible regarding WWE. He was too busy. He wasn't around much. But I think maybe it would have been better, because even people said, imagine Hulk Hogan when he joined the NWO and then didn't show up for 2 weeks and then came out in red and yellow. John Cena, what he should have done, even though he doesn't have to change his attire or anything, but just he always changes his colors. Why not just wear black denim shorts? Or he has worn camo shirts with black shirts. Like, he could have done that, something, instead of the bright colors. Personally, I think, and I have had this idea of making a video on what I would have done with WrestleMania build post-Elimination Chamber after The Rock, after Cena sold his soul, The Rock is no longer around, what WWE could have done. And if you're interested, let me know in the comments. I would have had maybe even John Cena at least attack Travis Scott to show that he means business. He is not aligned with anyone. That would have been maybe even better. I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas in there right now. But let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. And hopefully I get to see you on the next one.